Blarla.
Hello peeps and welcome back to Good Company. Welcome back to Eye in the Sky. In the last episode we did manage to get our first trophy, and we are now designing a robot that should get us our second and third trophy in one fell swoop, being that we only actually needed to research one new item to, as far as I'm aware, technically create the product, although maybe we'll need to it might not be big enough. So we do have the hardened chassis. I wonder if we'll need something like this to have a bigger box on it. Let's find out, shall we? Let's have a look at this blueprinting process. So we need to create a camera drone. So technically these are the largest. Let's create product. So let's see here. Yeah, we've technically, this is the hardest one. I think at the moment we're using the metal, aren't we? But we do have this one available, which is somewhat bigger, and it means that we can look. It's a metal bot chassis, and then we add chemical compounds and some rods, and it becomes the hardened bot chassis. So producing those shouldn't be too difficult. We need it to be bigger, of course, because I think we're going to need to get more motors in it. The thing that came up, of course, was mobility. So we can see that this adds 0.9 mobility, which is very important to us. So being that we need to get this done, we might as well stick this in, and we need mobility for the third trophy, to be 1.5. so I'm keen to get it to there now, and there it is. So that's that feature. I suppose technically we could put in a smaller one, but we might as well just they're producing so many of these, we might as well just stick it in the end there. Although we probably are getting a butt ton of these in, and that would make it perfect. Well, do you know what? We'll do that. We'll stick this in. We'll stick it there. Yeah. All right then. We'll do that. So visual sensors. I'm presuming this sensor is still okay. That's not going to help. I wouldn't have thought particularly. So we'll just get rid of that. It might want me to look at improving the sensors. I think I'm very close to completing the cameras, so maybe we can look at that. But with this digital wireless link, our data transmission is at 1.2, so it's not quite there, is it? We need to get it to 2. That's what we're working on. So maybe this isn't enough. What if, let's just come out of here a minute. Mind you, data transmission, I think it is just going to be doubling it up. I just wanted to have a quick look at those cameras. Proximity. Sensor 0.6, 0.9. We might want that. Should we start that? Where are we again? Should we start that? There. It's not too difficult to get a low res camera either, is it? To get a camera on there is not too tricky. It's not too tricky. So we might go with that. Okay. So yeah, the data transmission is still a little underwhelming. So we might still need these ones to go in also to get it up to that 2 right there. Get it up to that 2. So yeah, the sensors are a little not the best. So processing power, I'm hoping we can still use these. Please let me still use these. Do you know what? We might actually move that to there. We might not be allowed to use these anymore. Did that make it worse? They really don't like it. They really, really hate it. I think we are going to have to do much more research. Mind you, it's quite hot. Okay, so if I make it quieter... Oh, look how many it's taken. And if we shove in some fans... Oh, we've got passive coolers. Oh, thing is, I don't really want to... No. Oh! And killed again. If I take that out, killed again. Okay. It's not great, is it? It's not great. Oh, battery. Yeah, thing is, I actually can't fit it in. Do you see what I mean? This is the problem. We can't actually fit it in there. It is so rammed in here. It really, really is. There's not a lot of space at all to fit the battery life in there. So maybe the chassis thing was a good idea. Building a new case here. Does this say how much it adds on? It's a tier 10, so... Oh, this is a lightweight one. So will it add any more space? I don't know. I don't know. They don't really mention space by the looks of it. How much you can sort of ram in there. Doesn't really say. We do need that battery life. Maybe we could put in a slightly worse battery. Like a lithium battery. That has improved it somewhat. This is 0.6. This is 0.7. If we oh, but that's absolutely gigantic. Look at it. It's a beast. Absolute beast. Shush now. Let's see. That's never going to fit. There's no way I can fit that in there. There's no way I can fit that in there because, of course, it's still too noisy. It's just a really noisy thing. But we've used every inch of space. The mobility is slightly over. But 2 of those isn't enough. You know, 2 of those isn't enough. And a small stepper motor with a large one isn't enough. It just isn't. Okay. Right, I think then we are just going to use this lithium battery, quieten it down again. If we made it more quiet, put it up such a tiny amount, but it did put it up. Okay, so we might try our best to sling this out the door. Look at it. We couldn't use more space even if we tried. Oh, actually, while we're here, we want this one. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Okay, so the PEEP Co. Spy Bot Pro Plus. I feel like calling it the Pro Dodge. It's a little bit dodgy. Okay, well, we're going to go with that. That's what we're going to do. That is entirely what we're going to do. Okay. I'm not massively happy with it, but it's what we've got. So we need to swap these boys over. There we go. And completely redo our line once again. Let's see here. So as it stands at the moment, I don't think we need these anymore. I don't think we need these. All these people that are working here, don't think it's necessary. Don't think it's necessary. So we are going to end this process over here. I'm really sorry about that. I just don't think it's necessary anymore. Okay, because this one is using what we're about to start using. In fact, this one isn't using batteries at all. Oh my goodness. Is it not? Or do we not make these lithium batteries anywhere? Oh, we don't. Oh, okay. So, oh, interesting. Interesting. Right. So, maybe I didn't need to sack them. We just need to change what they're doing. Right, they're going to need these. Okay. And then you're producing those. And then you can be producing these. I'm wondering if really we need to double up on these jobs. Possibly. We might need to. Wow, okay. So we actually just don't need any of this. So we're going to sell all this, which will bring in the money a bit. So we'll just get rid of all that. Does this machine need those at all? Yeah, it does. It still needs these. Are there any currently? There are. Yeah. So do you know what? We can just sell those right now. Okay. Let's just check the market, because this is probably plummeting. Yeah. Just would like to start. I'd like to try and get these stocks out the door. Right. Okay. Let's do this. Get all that out. Right now. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. We don't have. I mean, we're making way more foam. Mind you, the foam is about to go up, isn't it? I think. Each of these machines, I forget how much foam they require. Is there a way of, yeah. They're going to need 3 instead of 2 each. So the foam demand is about to go up. Okay. I'm wondering about duplicating some of these benches. But there really isn't enough space to do so. I guess we could see how that goes. Guess we could see how this goes. So they will need chemicals, which at the moment they are. Let's get rid of that. At the moment they are receiving. Yeah, chemicals. The chemicals come in and they go to there. Well, that's good. Great. Okay, so if you ship these over to here, that'd be great. Okay, and then you can grab these from the shelf. That's great. And then you and you. Oh, and then put that back on the shelf. And then you guys. It gets complicated. Right. Let's see. I don't think we need plastic or metal here anymore. We probably do need plastic parts, but let's just get rid of it for the moment. So you absolutely need the chemicals. Fine. You need plastic parts, but not the plastic or the metal. You also need chemicals. So we might just up the chemicals there. Then you guys need a whole different selection of things. Wow. And there isn't the space on the shelf to get it. Well, maybe we could make some space. For example, let's get rid of these. Okay. And let's remove these. Okay, we're making space. Look at it. what is happening on this shelf over here? We do get screws over here. So let's bring some screws over to here. Excellent. So that you guys can have screws. These batteries. Also, I'm going to want you to put your batteries back onto what on earth? Onto here. Right. Yeah, one of those each is probably fine. I'm thinking we might up those to 2 spaces. Now we need the chemicals, these chemical compounds to come in, which are being produced over here. And then they go to a centralized location, and they are currently full. Look at that. So we could say, hey, bring some over to here for them. Okay. And the same for them. Right. We might up that one rather than their output. And then the output, that's pretty full. The output could go to, what? Is it too full? It's too full. Okay, we don't need these or these anymore. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. Right. And take out these and these. Okay. Right, so to replace... What's happening here? I'm in the wrong screen. Right, to replace those batteries, let's bring these ones over to here so they now take up that slot. That's great, and then you guys can actually use these. So that's the batteries changed. The next thing is the chassis that we've got going on here. We need to deal with the chassis because we are building a chassis, but we need to turn it into this hardened chassis. So the chassis at the moment is being built, I think, in the original... I think. We've got some wooden chassis in here. I guess not. Are they being built over here? Interesting. Here. Well, we were using metal chassis before. Here's the wooden ones. Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's right. It's right here. They're right here. Wow. Okay. They are right there. These are the metal chassis. Interesting. So we want to upgrade this to a new thing. Hardened. There we go. So we would like this hardened chassis here. Okay. This should be okay. Can't upgrade it. This is the extent of what we can do. Let's give them a shelf and get them to use it. Now, so on this shelf, when the hardened chassis is done, bring it... What? We'll have to get rid of that one first. Okay, fine. So when you make the chassis, actually your chassis go here. You put your chassis into this. Right, so we may need to change that now, being that that's not the final product. So put your chassis into here now. Yeah, instead of into there. Okay. And what I'm going to do is pull those chassis out. Boom, gone. Right. And then these hardened chassis can go into here. Okay. And they will be for these guys. But we have to make sure now that this all works. So this is their shelf over here. Oh no, have I told the hardened chassis to come directly over to here? No, the hardened chassis needs to go into there, and this one needs to come over to here. Like that. Okay. that okay? That seems fine. Good. Right. So this shelf is going to need the chemicals. It needs rods. We are getting rods in here. So we get those over there. These are the chassis that they'll need. Now the chemical compounds, again, they're here. So I don't actually think there's any room, no, to put them on this centralized shelf. What we're going to do, I think, is just bring them straight over like that. Okay. There. Righty-ho. Righty-ho. Now, what I'm concerned about at the moment is that this shelf is pretty full. And we still have a couple more products to slam in here. Also, when you're done, if you could just shove them on the pile over there, and we'll have to... Is that the old one? No, it's not. That's the new one. Right, okay. Is there any vacant spots this year that we can pull out? Excellent. There we go. Okay, just increase capacity a little bit on what we're selling. Right. Because we need 2 kinds of motors to come into here now. But yeah, we don't really have the shelf space to do it unless we move you up a smidge, and then we can get a big rack in, she says. Right, this is going to be really, really annoying to change over because, for obvious reasons. So the first thing is that we have fans coming over from here into the shelf. Well, now I would like you to come here. Thank you. Then the foam needs to take precedence as well. It needs quite a lot of space on the shelf. So let's add the foam. Excellent, thank you very much. Now, the chassis, I would now like that here. 20 chassis. You know what? One pile of that is probably fine. It's probably fine. Now, you're shipping it directly. That's okay, actually, because we're going to be moving this back. So do the same with that one. Excellent. These ones are coming from this shelf. Okay, so we're now going to ask you to come from, to go to there. Lovely. We've just set this one up. Well, we've changed our minds. Send it to there, please. And do you know what? Actually, just give it a minute. We might actually put 2 of those in and 2 of this. Oh, that's weird. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. That one. And oh my god, the sensor. Was it this one? Was it this? Oh no. Oh no. I think it was the sensor. The sensors are being made. I've lost it. Peeps, I've lost it. Oh no. The uh-ohs. That's broken. That's okay though. We can fix it. But the sensors. Where were the sensors coming from? Dun dun dun. I broke it and now I don't know how to fix it. I don't know where it is. This is the problem. I don't see it being produced here. It's probably one of those random little benches poked into a corner somewhere. That one. Okay. Next door. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to do that. That's all I wanted to do. Jeez. Okay. So we now need these to come over to here. Again, I'm thinking we can probably afford to give them the shelf of 2. Leaving just this. And it seems... That's interesting. Nothing feeds into this. It doesn't feed into that one at all. It doesn't actually exist there. It doesn't actually exist. It's this one. Okay. Right. In that case, yeah, and then if you can come here also. Right. Now we may have the bandwidth a little too high on some items because of course we don't have much shelf space left. Mind you, we only need to get 2 more items on. So we need the digital wireless link, which I think is the upgrade of this one. And then we've got here the medium stepper motor, which is being made here somewhere, isn't it? It is. We'll worry about that in a minute. Let's get this big shelf into place. Oh. God. Right. I can't. I'd like to get rid of all this. You're not going to let me sell that. Thing is, I got quite a lot of junk on me, and I need to move things. You don't understand. I don't really want to lose these products. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. And then they're going to start filling everything up. And I do have things, stuff here that we can use. I've got some screws. They've done the screws already. What about the rods? I could probably top up the rods. Oh, jeez. Hang on a minute. Get this foam out. Can we get... It's really difficult. Because I don't want to lose all these goods, you know. That's not the one I want. Right, these have already been filled. I'm going to have to sell the foam. Sell the foam. Sell the foam. I'm going to sell that single chassis. That stuff won't sell. I'll just... I don't have the space. Don't have the space. Okay. It won't let me place any more on here. Can I reduce this even more? Yeah, because we sold a bunch more. Excellent. Good. Right, now, can I also sell all this stuff? I'm not building conveyor belts, so just get rid of it. Right. I hope you're not putting more stuff on here, guys. Right, now, quickly. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to sell this. And then we're going to move that. Oh, there it is. Right. Now, we can put these in there. Can't put those. Can't put any of that. Okay, so we're going to sell some more of this stuff. It won't let me again. It's full. Jesus. Right. Come out of there. Come out of there. And so feeding that. Great. Now, short of 2 items. Short of 2 items. One item is currently here. Is that medium? Medium, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. 1 slot. Right. I wonder if that'll work. And then we have the digital wires. Ah, yes. So this, we're probably going to have to arrange some sort of upgrading process. Yeah, that absolutely needs doing. Indeed it does.
If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.